Good morning. Today we're going to be making my version of a split back PMD. We'll begin by wrapping on our thread, going all the way down to the bend of the hook, and getting ready to tie in the tail, which is mallard flank dyed wood duck. Select a flank feather and a few of those fibers off. Make sure the tips are lined up. We're looking for about the length of the shank and the length of the tail. We'll tie that in right at the bend. And then bring your thread forward just slightly over the top to secure it. Trim off excess. We're going to use black wire for the rib, fine black wire for the rib. Tie that in, bring your thread all the way back down to the bend. We're using a fleece brown dubbing from Nature Spirit for the body. I've been using a lot of natural materials lately. And we'll dub that on. Make a dubbing noodle. We're aiming for a tapered effect, building that up towards the front, and we want to go about halfway up the shank. Looks pretty good. Grab the wire and wrap your wire around that 4 or 5 times, evenly spaced. It's a very subtle rib. You almost have to ask yourself, does it matter to the fish? We put it on anyway. And then I'm using razor foam for the wing case, yellow. And we'll tie that in. I cut off probably 1/8", maybe a little wider strips than that. And we'll secure that firmly to the shank of the hook on top. I've blended squirrel and possum brown together. I like possum because it really adheres to the thread, and I like squirrel because it gives it a real buggy look. Lots of guard hairs. This is going to form our thorax, a looser dub. Let those guard hairs kind of just do their thing. We'll dub that up. I'm at the front of the hook. I'm going to dub my way back and then come forward with it. If you have to go over, even with blank thread over the thorax a little bit, it's not going to make any difference. Nice buggy looking thorax. Wing case goes over the top. We'll secure that to the shank. You gotta be careful, a little bit careful with foam and thread. The thread will cut right through it. So a looser wrap, secure that down, and then a quick whip finish. And then if you'd like, you can use a fine tip Sharpie marker to color the edges of the foam. And the original split back used by it. Sharpie helps make a little bit better contrast. That's it. Floats really well, swims really well, and those guard hairs are really give it a lot of movement. Good luck.